So my client and her dad were here not too long ago, and we were having a conversation about how like he's a former teacher, and I kind of asked him, like, how does he feel when, unfortunately we're from a city where a lot of these kids don't really lead beautiful, bright futures. And, I was asking him, like, how does he feel when he, gets feedback or finds out that, some of these kids, unfortunately, follow the path of the city. And he was saying, like, it's like a gut punch because he remembers them from, whatever age it was that he had them. And then, it's like almost as soon as they reach adulthood or as soon as they, are no longer those children, they run into, the troubles. And I was saying, like, I can completely, like, I can only imagine, what that has to feel like because, like, as a mom, I just look at my son and I watch him grow up every day. And of course, I always think about and wonder what kind of man he's going to be. And, I pray that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing as his mom to just kind of like guide him in, in the right direction. But, life has its twists and its turns, right? So I think about him and I think about his friends and I think about, even just whatever kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, you know, I just think about, like, again, how life has twists and turns and, how it's almost like life is just kind of like waiting to just kind of like happen for these kids. And, it got me to thinking about, like, the little kids that, come outside and play. And, I don't know these kids. Like, it's a gang of kids now that come to my house. They've come to my house every day this week to play on my son's basketball court. And never seen them. I don't know where they came from. I don't even care, as long as they comfortable and they safe. And, like today I was on the phone with my mom while they were outside playing and, I was joking with her and I was, just laughing and talking to her. And then I had got serious for a second and I was like, I said, there's a whole gang of kids outside, a whole bunch of strangers outside playing on my son's basketball court, and, she don't live here. So she kind of was like, you know, like, what you mean? I'm just like, no, they cool. And I said, listen, I said, I don't even know these kids. And I said, but knowing that they're at my house playing basketball lets me know that they're safe. And I said, so they can come here every day and do it for all I care. Like, I just want to nurture these kids. And it's like this, I'm very empathic. I've always been this way. Even when I try not to be. But like, you know, it's just like this like urge to just like protect these kids and just like hold them, and like just love on them. And I spend, a good amount of time on social media and I see how we act towards each other as adults, specifically in our community. And I feel like, we can't condemn the kids for being sour when we're literally giving them the juice. Like, I watch us get on the internet and just kind of like attack each other all day long. And it's like, what the hell is going on? I sat here the other day. I forget. I don't even know what celebrity it is. I try not to keep up with their business because it's not mine anyway. But some celebrity was doing something. I don't know. And one, how like on Instagram, like one comment pops up, whatever the case is. And the comment was somebody telling them like, you better do something or we gonna jump you or something. And I'm just like, as grown adults, why we acting like that? That's so playground to me. Like, it's childish. And then we sit here and we turn around and we say, oh, this generation is so bad. Oh, these kids don't listen. These kids, where do you think they're getting it from? They hear your conversation. They see you move. They see you act. They see you do. So of course, yeah, they gonna be out here acting the same way. Like, if we want our generations to, or not our generations, if we want our community to continue to grow, we gotta nurture it. You can't be out here giving a plant poison and then getting mad that it doesn't grow flowers. Like, you killing it. And I just be thinking about that. And then, to tie it all together, when I see grown adults acting like that, it makes me think of the schoolyard. It makes me think that was the group of kids that would, follow somebody home and bully them. That's the group of kids that would, instigate and initiate the drama. That's the kid that probably was just trying to sit alone and mind his business, but then they wanted to come and attack him. That's the kid who, it's like, when I see that kind of stuff happening online, it gets under my skin so bad. Let me tell you something. What damn awards was it? Was it the Oscars? Whenever Tiana Taylor wrapped herself around that man's neck. But it was just like, was it kind of like, oh God? Yeah, it was kind of like, oh God. But did it warrant the response that it received? Absolutely not. Like, the internet was in shambles that weekend, calling that girl everything but a child of God. And I was just like, y'all literally were just gassing her. Just gassing her. And then now everybody's saying this lady's on drugs. Everybody's saying she's this and she's that and she don't belong there and she's ghetto and she's ratchet and it's just like the way everybody just felt the urge to attack her. It's like, yo, why do y'all move like that on the net? And then get off the net and claim these generation of kids is bad. They watching us. You feed a plant poison, it's going to die. You sow bad seeds, it's going to yield rotten fruits. What do y'all not understand? Like, I don't know. I just really get tired of sitting back and watching our kids grow up to be problematic. Grow up to not even enjoy their futures, not even see their futures, or whatever the case is. And it really does start with, like, us. Like, it's crazy to me. It's crazy. So, I don't know. Like, I don't know these kids. But I be wanting to just, like, just, like, tell them, like, talk to them, teach them, learn them something. Let them know that there's so much more to life and to not, fall into the traps of the twists and the turns that they're going to encounter. Just keep striving to be great and to always come back to the center, come back to their core when those challenges come. Like, it's life. We got to go through these lessons. We got to learn them. We got to endure them, whatever the case is, but we don't have to become the things that we learn. We don't have to become our experiences. Like, it's okay to... What you looking at?
Can't just post it up on my For You page.
Oh, is that your mom?
Yeah.
Are you listening to my message too while I'm talking?
No.
Honesty is the best policy. You better listen. Listen to what I'm saying.
Oh!
Although you already know what I'm saying.
I really don't.
Whatever, KJ. Why don't do that? Thank you, baby. Did you put your hands on the part I put my mouth on?
No, I did. I did this. Did this.
Questionable.
I think he was trying to... I think Conquest, the big guy right there, was trying to find his heart.
This was the shortest the story of, like...
Of the game?
Yeah.
So wait, is the story mode like now the game's over?
Not now the game's over, but like now the story is over, so I'm gonna have to wait for another one, or I could play online, or I could just play by myself with bots or whatever. What?
Oh, well, who stiffens their chin? I think you got a dentist appointment coming up. When was the last time we went to the dentist?
I don't know.
Wasn't it like November?
I don't know. No, it was this year. Huh?
Papa used to say November. I think it was November. Those damn guts came out. Ew, they still coming out. Oh my God.
I said LOL after.
I don't care if you said LOL or if you said ha ha ha. I'm a LOL your eye and ha 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 your lip.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I should have ha 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 your eye and LOL your lip.
So this kid try to pick like the bad choices or...
Yeah, do that and see what happens.
Hey bro, pick the bad choices. I don't know what happens.
Yeah, see what happens when you pick the bad ones.
Okay.
Because you picked all the good ones.
Most of the good ones. I'm about to go get something to drink. You want some?
No, thank you, baby. I got a cup of water right here.
I don't understand why he was just choking him.
That's about all he could do.
No, like
So hold on. Hey, what you trying to tell me is he stuck his hand through the other guy,
through his
came out
abdomen.
his back, bust him all wide open. And while he's doing this, he's choking him. And the choke killed him before his hand going through his body.
That
And he still ain't dead. After he done untangled his intestines. Yeah. That's nasty. So it's safe to say you like this game.
I love it. It's the best game ever.
Okay.
I beat it faster than Mortal Kombat. So he restarted me all the way back over. So now I don't even feel like being it again.
You should. You want to know why? Because you had your dad buy it for you, and you played it in a matter of like 3 hours, and then you never played it again. Then
No, I beat it.
right, but then exactly you beat it. So start over, play it again, give it another chance. A cup of water right here.
Cup of water.
Yeah.
You got a cup of water?
No, a cup of water.
You mean cup of water?
A cup.